Walking away was hard, but it was when the Illuminati first started coming after him.
Takes real bravery to speak up when the whole world seems determined to keep you quiet. Jaguar, Wright, and Katt Williams aren't just names in entertainment. They're the voices that refused to be silenced, even when the stakes were highest. Jaguar appeared at Diddy's trial not to seek attention, but to send a clear message. The stories she and others have shared for years aren't just rumors. They're truths finally coming to light. Meanwhile, Katt Williams, a fearless comedian, exposed the darker side of the business from his own experience. Together, their warnings have moved from hushed conversations behind closed doors to center stage in a courtroom challenging power, control, and silence like never before. Jaguar, Wright wasn't just another artist speaking out. She was one of the first to raise alarms about the industry's dark undercurrents. When she showed up at the Diddy trial, cameras weren't capturing a spectacle. They were witnessing a powerful statement. Jaguar had been sounding the alarm about abuse, control, and the silent suffering of artists long before the public paid attention. Then there's Katt Williams, a comedian who went beyond the jokes to reveal truths many feared to confront. He named names, called out the powerful, and faced harsh backlash, arrests, canceled tours, and public smear campaigns. Both Jaguar and Katt were labeled difficult, even crazy, but their accounts matched too closely to be ignored. The industry's gatekeepers tried to silence them, but their voices only grew louder, echoing realities too many tried to hide. Cassie Ventura's courtroom testimony shook the foundation of what we thought we knew. Calm but filled with emotion, she detailed years trapped in a web of emotional and physical abuse. From isolation and constant monitoring to being forced into drug-fueled parties she never wanted to attend, Cassie's account was raw and unfiltered. Video footage, hotel surveillance, and eyewitnesses backed her claims, proof beyond mere rumor. She spoke of moments so dark they seemed unreal, being chased down hotel hallways, stalked, and controlled at every turn. But her testimony was more than personal pain. It revealed a system of silence enforced through NDAs and hush money, designed to keep women quiet and protect powerful men. The courtroom wasn't just a place for her story. It was where years of whispered warnings finally burst into the light. Behind the glamour, the entertainment industry hides a dark network of control and exploitation. The trial uncovered a chilling system where NDAs weren't just legal tools. They were weapons used to silence victims and shield abusers. Beyond Cassie's story, another accuser known as Jane Doe revealed she was drugged and left with bruises, only to be offered a large payout in exchange for silence. Even security personnel spoke out about women being escorted into parties and having their phones confiscated to keep secrets safe. Katt Williams went further, exposing a culture where artists labeled difficult were blackballed and shut out for refusing to comply. Drug-fueled freak-off parties, handlers monitoring every move, and a system rewarding silence, all paint a grim picture of a machine built to control and exploit, hiding the industry's darkest truths from the public. This trial is no longer just about one man. It's exposing an entire system that has long protected the powerful at the expense of the vulnerable. What's unfolding in that Manhattan courtroom is a map of abuse, cover-ups, and silence that has kept the industry's darkest secrets buried for decades. Jaguar, Wright, and Katt Williams, once dismissed as conspiracy theorists or troublemakers, are now vindicated. Their warnings aren't seen as paranoia anymore, but as accurate, even prophetic. With more victims stepping forward and evidence surfacing, the walls shielding the industry's hidden abuses are crumbling. This reckoning signals that change is possible, though the battle is far from over. Survivors are finally being heard, and power dynamics that once kept them quiet are shifting, forcing the industry to confront its failures in ways it can no longer ignore. Courtroom has spoken, and what was once hidden behind whispers is now out in the open. This isn't just about Sean Diddy Combs anymore. It's about the entire system that enabled decades of abuse and silence. Jaguar, Wright, and Katt Williams fought tirelessly to ensure these stories were heard, and now the evidence backs their truth. As the trial continues, more names and stories will emerge, unraveling an empire built on secrets and fear. The silence that once ruled the industry has lost its grip. This moment marks the beginning of a reckoning, a chance for justice, for change, and for a future where voices no longer have to be silenced. Curtain has been pulled back, and there's no turning back.